What's going on, y'all? What's going on, y'all? So listen, we back again for another episode review of Love After Lockup, Life After Lockup. This episode, like, girl, I'm tired. Not physically tired, but I'm just tired of the show at this point because I'm so disappointed. Like, the episode wasn't bad, but this season has really been a letdown. Like, we really don't give a fuck about anybody that's on this bitch. Like, I'm just go through it. We do this each and every time. You know, we've all come to the agreement that this is just not our season, okay? This is just not the girl for us, and, you know, we just gonna have to get through it. So this is season 4, episode 19, Always the Bad Guy. All right, first of all, let me start off with somebody that, you know, I saw a little comment. As I was going through my comments, you know, and I don't know if it's still there, but as I was going through my comments, I seen somebody by the name of Kevin, and they had the last name beginning with H-E. So I'm just going to assume that that was Kevin from this show. And they was like, why you always got to be a hater? They said something else, but then said, why you hating? Why you being a hater? So Kevin, if that is you from this show, bitch, ain't nobody hating on your ass. Ain't nobody hating on your crater face ass, okay? Ain't nobody hating on your jailbird hoish ass, okay? Ain't nobody, bitch, go get your ass tested for STDs. Because you out here fucking this bitch, that bitch, and I just don't understand how, okay? I really don't get it, all right? First of all, if you want to go there, Kayla ain't no goddamn prize. Tiffany ain't no prize, bitch, and you damn sure ain't no prize, okay? Since you want to say that I'm being a fucking hater. Fuck you and your mama. I'm just going to put that out there, okay? Because, listen, I got a clean record. Can you say the same? No, you can't. Because we found out this episode that your ass went to fucking jail too, bitch. And that's how you got on Kayla tip, bitch. And that's why Kayla ass cheated on your ass, bitch. So that's the reason why you turned into a hoe? Because that lady done broke your heart, and now you trying to fuck around and do the same thing to her is a get back? Petty ass, whack ass, lame ass shit. That's just what you doing, okay? You know damn well you ain't want that girl, and you fucking around, playing around with her, and then that little dumb bitch Kayla, she up here, I see what y'all men do, okay? Weak ass niggas like you, y'all go get weaker females. Y'all get, and I ain't even gonna call a woman, weaker females, okay? You get weaker females like Kayla and Tiffany, cause you feel like you can manipulate them. You feel like you can, you know, talk your way out of shit. You smooth cashing over cause you ain't got shit else to do. That's just basically what it is. And you know, when Kayla winds up stabbing your ass, it is what it is. It's just is what it is, okay? Now, Kayla, let me just talk to you for a second. You really got your ass on this goddamn show and you play stupid. You doing all this shit over that little munchkin. I don't know what it is. Like the little people, let me take that back. The little men this week been acting up. You got Tory Lanez doing stupid shit. You got the baby doing stupid shit. And you got Lil Kevin doing stupid shit. And then you got niggas and bitches acting up over them. I just don't understand it. Like, girl, what? You really doing all of this shit and you want to claim Kevin so bad, baby. I don't see nobody else trying to claim that motherfucker. And if they are, get them some help, okay? Get them some goddamn help. You putting that goddamn video out there, sending it to, you know, Tiffany, first of all, I feel like this shit fake as fuck. Because ain't no way in hell. Because, Kayla, if you was really about that life and you saw Tiffany sitting there with your so-called man, you would have went over there and you would have handled it, okay? Fuck all that talking shit. You would have fucking handled that shit if you really fucking gave a damn. But you really don't. This is all for play. This is all for show. Tiffany, you dumb as shit. You should have stayed with goddamn Curtis. Even though he got sucker fucking punched, you still have stayed with that bitch, okay? Because he cared more about your ass and probably would have treated you better than this little rat motherfucker, okay? Ratatouille ass bitch. Anyway, moving on from that trash, trailer fucking white trash, and I'm sorry to say it like that, but bitch, you know, you done woke me up. You done woke me up, bitch. I ain't have to go off on somebody in a minute, and I gave you light. I gave you a light fucking go off on, bitch. Moving on from that, you know what? Don't put your stupid shit out here on fucking TV and think that everybody's gonna go up for it and then get upset in your talk or whatever when you feel like people coming for your ass and calling you out on your bullshit. That's what happens, boo-boo. So, hey, deal with it. Moving on from that, let's get into Chaz and Bronwyn. Some shit. back to our regularly scheduled personality, okay? Bitch, Chaz and Bronwyn. Bronwyn, you got your goddamn nerves, okay? Y'all want to know what it is today? I actually got rest, okay? I actually got rest. So, baby, I'm not tired. I got a little bit of energy. And, Bronwyn, you got your goddamn nerves, girl. You got your goddamn nerves, all right? Mama sat there and she got mad at Chaz as if Chaz was fucking around with other bitches, doing the shit that she looks like she doing, okay? Oh my God. So you over here fucking with these other hoes. That's basically what she was saying without saying it. She was like, girl, oh, excuse me. She like, why don't you go ahead and go talk to other girls? You over there talking to other girls? You're talking to other women? You want to go ahead and keep on talking to other women? Go ahead. Get the fuck away from me, Chaz. It's over. Get about my life. I'm sitting here like, excuse the fuck out of me. Now, see the way Chaz walked away. Now, see, Chaz, I understand that ain't in your character, even though you a Navy person, whichever one you are. You know, you've been in the armed forces. You've been in the military branches, okay? One of the two, you know? And, I feel as though you did a good job keeping your demeanor, because a bitch like me would have cussed that bitch out, okay? I am so goddamn sorry. Maybe it's because you ain't want to look like him. Well, Chaz, you already look kind of like a little bitch because of the way you acting over this girl that, you know, we've seen is fucking you over and been fucking you over and been playing you since day one. But maybe you ain't want to look more like that, like a man coming at a woman, so you ain't want to have that impression. But, baby, I feel like we would have gave you a pass. We would have gave you a pass if you would have just snapped on that ass. Not touched her, but snapped on her ass. Because what you not gonna do is accuse me of doing some shit that your ass is probably out there doing, and what it look like you're probably gonna be doing on the next episode. The way Bronwyn was coming at Chaz, I said, girl, I don't understand. Like, first of all, you know who it is? It's the friend. The friend sat there and set up all that shit. Y'all saw that? The friend set up all that fucking shit. So get on her ass too, bitch. What's her name? I don't even remember, okay? But at this moment, we don't even give a damn. We just know that every fucking person up in Bronwyn's life is a fucking snake, minus Chaz and minus her daughter. That's it. Them friends ain't her friends. Them friends want to fucking keep her holding her down and keep her in the same fucked up position that she always been. Chaz came in trying to be super saver hoe, and that hoe don't want to be fucking saved. Okay, so leave that hoe at the dock, bitch. Okay, leave her there. Cause what you not gonna do is tell me I'm fucking around or make it seem like I'm doing some shit that I'm not. And that's the way that the lady had told Miss Bronwyn. Oh, yeah, and he talking to her and all that stuff. No, bitch, he ain't talking to her like he trying to get with that bitch. He talking to her because he want to get more information. And, Bronwyn, you a goddamn lie. And, Miss Lady, you sitting there, too. You a damn lie, too. If some bitch or somebody text your phone or sent you an email or sent you a message on social media and said that your nigga or your bitch was fucking around on you or doing some foul-ass shit and they got fucking proof, you mean to tell me you not going to engage? And you not gonna try to get all the shit? Bitch, stop fucking playing. Stop playing. I said, Bronwyn. Wait, Bronwyn woke up. I don't know, whatever high she had, she snapped the fuck up out of it and she just woke the fuck up. I said, go back to sleep, ma'am. Go back to sleep because you doing the fucking most. And then when Chaz left out, he was like, I just want to say my marriage. I said, bitch, you ain't never had a marriage, okay? I'm sorry to say it. We got to even check and see if the justice of the peace or whoever that was that married him was real. Was he ordained? He or they or she, whoever it was, were they ordained? Okay, was they real? You know, do you actually got a marriage license to say that y'all married? Because if y'all not, please, Chaz, just go about your merry way. If anything, this shows you what it is. Mama is hiding some foul ass shit on your ass. The way that she flipped that shit on you, baby, that tells you all that you need to say, all you need to see. He come out, she go the opposite direction. And then he coming up there, she was like, oh my God, like, would you stop following me? Stop following me. Like, go away. Go the fuck away, Chaz. Like, I'm sitting here like, after all the shit that he done for you, and you gonna play that man over some bitch named Yola? Child, you really, I tell you, some of us, no, I ain't gonna say some of us, because Ashley ain't that way, even though I know that's how it be with some of you girls out here. And I've been, I've had a couple of people that just can't let go. Like, damn, bitch, I am done. Let it the fuck go, okay? And we weren't even in no relationship. They just, anyway, moving on from that. Bitch, I know how it is, okay? But at the same time, you going back to a nigga that actually cheated on you, to a man that cheated on you, left you, fucked around and got locked up. The last time you saw him, he was with another woman. He was with another woman, and now you like every time when he got on the phone, it was just like butterflies in my. I just couldn't breathe. I said, "Bitch, go get that checked." It's probably something else. I don't know. Okay, that don't sound right. You know. I said, "Child, Chaz, let that lady go. You up there? You need more women to preoccupy your time." I said, "He ain't talking to anybody else. He been trying to focus on your ass. What are you talking about?" This was all her plan alone. And honestly, I feel like, to be honest, now that I just brought that up, what if Bronwyn told Tawny to text him that shit and to set all this up so that she can have a fucking play reason to break up with him and to leave him so that she won't technically feel bad for doing what she about to do with Yola? You know, bitches be thinking sometimes when they really want to be devious, okay? Instead of just being a real woman and just saying, this ain't gonna work, I shouldn't have did this in the first place. It is what it is. I'm sorry, here's your ring back. We can go ahead and get this shit annulled. She gonna play this whole thing out. I said, you are trash. You know damn well that man ain't talking to no other woman, and damn sure ain't talking to her in no sexual manner, trying to get no, cutty or nothing or whatever, when he's so focused on trying to get your ass. So get the fuck out of here, Brown, with that shit. Moving on from that, Chaz, you deserve better. You have to say it in yourself that you deserve better, okay? Meanwhile, Brittany and Ray, this video might be short because it really wasn't nothing. Brittany and Ray, and I'm fine with it. I'm fine with it because, I got another video to watch, another show to watch, and then I got another review to do, and then I have to go to work in the morning. But Brittany and Ray, let me just say this. Brittany, you starting to get back to your old ways. Okay, now when we first met you, girl, I thought you was a bougie, pretentious ass little girl. Little girl, I can't call you a woman because you was acting like a little girl. You was acting spoiled and everything. And then you grew up into a woman to me, okay, for a second. You know what I'm saying? You was taking care of your business and all that shit, but now you're going back. You're going back because, listen, I get that your mama brought up the prenup, and I honestly don't feel like it's an issue, but some people feel different. If somebody feel like, you bringing up a prenup mean that you don't trust me or whatever. No, baby, I'm just trying to protect myself. I'd be stupid. Okay, we've seen too many situations where people are like, I'm not going to do this to you, and I trust him, I trust her, whatever. This is my one and only marriage and all this stuff. And then they be the one that filed for divorce, or they get divorce filed on them and be left with nothing because they done took all their shit because they ain't got nothing protecting themselves. We done seen it time and time again. So I get Ray's frustration, but I also understand why Brittany brought it up. Ray, you just said that you come from a family with money and you not here for the money. We know that. We get it. But at the same time, just sign the damn paper so that she can shut the fuck up. Okay? She and her, she got on my nerves this episode. They're about to go to their respective bachelor parties, bachelor and bachelorette parties, right? And she don't want him to go out to a little strip club. Don't be getting no ass shaking in your face. Don't be out here having no smokes and getting drunk or whatever, because I don't want you out here fucking around with no bitches, and it's the shit that probably could happen after the strip club and all this stuff. It's reverting right back to how she was when he first got out of jail, and she didn't want him going over there to his friend's house / cousin house because she didn't know him and she followed him or whatever. She thinking his bitches over there, and it was just literally him and him just sitting there playing cards. That's just all that it was. I said, Brittany, you coming off way too insecure. Way too insecure. Because if I love my spouse, I respect my spouse, and I know my spouse ain't on that bullshit, and I trust my spouse, baby, or my partner to be or whatever, You want to have a stripper or whatever at your bachelorette party or at your bachelor party, baby, you can go ahead and have that. Go ahead and fill up on all the asses that you want to fill up on and all the titties that you want to fill up on and throw that little money at them or whatever, because, bitch, I'm going to be doing the goddamn same. Now, it's up to our grown asses to control ourselves and not want to fuck nobody, okay? And I will trust you enough that you won't do that. Now, Ray, since he been out, he ain't been giving off those teas like he finna fuck her over or whatever. And that don't really mean anything, because that could have been a moment that he slipped up. But you really think he gonna be dumb enough to do that with the cameras on? Hell no. Now, maybe if the cameras wasn't there, it could have been another story. But the cameras was fully there, okay? He's filming for a show, so therefore, he's not finna fuck up his image. People are already probably doubting him or whatever, so he ain't finna do that, okay? You know, and give the parents more fodder to talk about, you know? So, no, he ain't finna do that shit. I'm like, trust your man before you lose your man. Girl, these girls just be doing the goddamn most. Meanwhile, she over there at her bachelorette party, dinner or whatever, and some dude with a fake ass bow tie come out and they going all crazy over him. I said, all right. The things y'all heterosexual go through, you know, y'all do for entertainment. I be sitting here like, that looks a little boring. I just don't understand it. But all right, that's what you want to get on to. That's what you could get on to. But hey, it is what it is. Brittany, your man ain't doing nothing, okay? Leave him the fuck alone. Anyway, moving on from that. Who else? I got through Chaz and Taylor. Y'all, I really feel like Chaz is doing some shit. I really feel like he got a plan up his sleeve, and something about him, we already know that we shouldn't trust him, but something about him really ain't right. And this episode just really stood out to me about that, because I've seen the women push for marriage so much or whatever. We probably seen a man before, but not this much and not this way. They go out to go look for venues for the wedding or whatever. And he talking about how he want to build this thing so that the water can be going on the floor and they can walk on the water and shit. Now, I just seen something like that on, I don't know if y'all watched the Black Hamptons that was on BET Plus. Now, some of y'all probably like, what is BET Plus? No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do if that hit somebody, y'all, well, BET Plus is a streaming service that's offsetting from BET, the channel for Black entertainment television, all right? But it's this show called The Black Hamptons, and it was a wedding that happened, and they got married in water, you know, like elevated. It was like a little, probably like half a foot of water or whatever. They got married in it like that. So I was thinking about that's what Chance wanted, and he talking about, y'all notice how he always bringing up these ideas like he's Bob the Builder. He want to be Chance the Builder, bitch. Okay, he want to build this. He want to build that. He want to build Bobby. Get her a container. Said, get her a container so that she can stay up in it while you know, they in the new house and build her a goddamn container in the backyard. What type of shit? I said, you know what? He just doing the fucking most, all right? Miss Lady at the event hall, she looking at him like, what the hell? No, we not about to make those type of accommodations, okay? Because that's a little bit of a liability. That's a lot of a liability, all right? You fuck up their floors or you fuck up their goddamn event hall, what money you gonna have to pay for it? He keep on talking about how, you know, I got my credit score up to 750 and I got this and we need assets and we need to do this and, you know, I can get some loans for the wedding and I can get some loans for this. And I'm just sitting here like, do you not understand how credit work? Like, I understand that, you know, you have to get a credit card to develop credit so that you can get your credit score up and all that stuff or whatever. We know how you're supposed to start, you know, there's different ways to go about, you know, starting your credit, getting it in good shape and all that stuff and keeping it in good shape. But at this point, this man seemed like he Googled something and he thinking that that's facts instead of just fully researching what it means to have credit and what it means to have liabilities and assets, okay? And I just don't understand what's going on with him. Like, why are you so in a hurry and rushing so much to get this marriage off the ground right now? Because he wants it to happen right now. And I just don't understand that shit. It's not clicking for me, okay? Because at this moment, it feels very scammy, all right? You know, Taylor is trying to tell him, no, that's not what I want at this moment. I'm pregnant, bitch. Because at first she was trying to have that shit. I'm like, just go ahead and tell him. And he like, you know, I got a plan. Because he said, we can get a loan for the wedding right now. You know, and this is like the umpteenth loan that he mentioned. Do you understand? He was like, we can get a loan for the wedding, and then I could just pay off and pay off and pay off, and that'll work to my credit and all this stuff. And she was like, okay, well, you talking about getting loans for this and paying off this and all this shit or whatever, but at the same time, do you not realize that stuff can happen in the meantime that can throw you off that plan that, you know, you had no plans for? And he like what? I said, Taylor, just go ahead and tell the man that you goddamn pregnant. She said, listen, we got 3 kids now, and we finna be having 4. Oh my God, so you're pregnant? Then he gonna say, so I hope that you're having twins. I think that you might have a girl, but I hope that I hope she having twins, like twin boys. I said, no, not your genes, okay? Baby, it's bad enough that you about to reproduce, and then we're gonna get 2 more like you. No. And so at this point, he was like, you know, I'm happy about this, but it seems like Taylor don't really want this no more. Like, she's just not really into it. Hell no, because she wasn't planning to get pregnant, and it just happened. Okay, well, that's what happened when you don't use protection. You know, that's what happens, okay? But at the same time, it's the fact that you are not making her feel secure, even though you feel like and you think the things that you are saying is convincing her and trying to make her feel secure. It is not. It is very much giving scam artists. It is very much, I'm trying to hurry up and marry you so I can fuck up your finances. Okay? That's what it's saying. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if Chance is signing her name on shit, because that's all that is giving, you know? I'm sitting here like, why would you want to have so many loans out, meaning that you're making so many payments? And that's what he don't realize. You have to make monthly payments on these loans, and you will get interest put on these loans, and you also will get penalties if you miss payments on these loans. And anything can happen at any time that'll make you miss a payment, that you will have to use the money for something else or whatever, or you just can't do it because you lost your job, you know, or the economy just sinks or whatever. And I'm just sitting here like, he don't understand that. And he keep on talking about he surprised her and told her about the house in St. Louis. And he said, you know, I got pre-approved for this home, and it's $150,000 or whatever in St. Louis and all this and woo. And she was like, first of all, ain't no way in hell I want a house up in St. Louis. Okay. And he in the way that he keep on saying pre-approved does not mean approved. Pre-approved does not mean approved. So there's still a chance that you cannot get that goddamn loan, okay? You can get to that last step and they be like, nope. You passed this, and right here, nope. I mean, sorry for you, okay? And he don't have a plan B. You know what I'm saying? And it's just really, really weird what he's doing. You know, he's talking about I'm just trying to build assets, trying to get us some assets. And then when they up in the house, because Bobby about to come home, you know, he goes from being nice with the kids about, you know, making her a little flyer or whatever, saying that, you know, welcome home and all this shit. But then he goes to when they in the garage, you know, I don't know how I really feel, because what if this happens again and you know, I get violated, and make sure you put gloves on because it could be fentanyl residue up in here and all this stuff and woo because I've been there and all this stuff. And I'm sitting here like, Chance, you looking like you probably supplied the drugs to Bobby. I'm just saying. Now, I didn't want to say that because everybody else was saying that, but the way that you acting very much like you guilty of some shit. I don't know. It was just giving me guilty tease. It was just giving me, I'm trying to get this bitch out tease. Okay. And it's giving me I'm fake as fuck. That's what it's giving right about now. I want Taylor to fucking keep her eyes open. Please let Bobby come back. Because on the one hand, I feel like Taylor only using Bobby to watch her kids and to be a buffer between her and Chance, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? But Taylor don't really give me the feeling that she gives a damn either. I don't know. I just don't. I don't know. Something about that situation ain't right, and I'm only team Bobby. Bobby made a mistake, a couple of mistakes, but bitch, I still be on her team before I be on their team, okay? Because Chance, he is not right. He is not right. He gonna drain that lady bank account. That's all I feel like. He gonna drain that lady bank account. Moving on from now, this whole situation with Amber and Puppy. When I tell you just trash, when I tell you the ghetto, listen, and I say that in the most, it means exactly what it means. Because at this point, I understand that, you, Amber, you are very protective of Puppy. And this is where things come. Whoop, let me close that. This is where shit gets fucked up, okay? And I've always said, you have to be careful what you tell your friends and your family about your relationships, okay? Because if you come to them with the drama that's going on with your relationship, and if y'all in a good place, and that's your homegirl, that's your family, they always gonna have your back or whatever, of course they're gonna feel something negative about your partner. They're going to feel something negative about your partner. And so when it comes to the time when y'all actually get back together and y'all get back on good footing or whatever, that does not mean just because you okay with your partner now, that your people going to be okay with them, because they tired of hearing the shit that you keep on telling them. And because they're your good friend, because they're your family, they're sitting there listening to it. And they're also keeping track. And they're keeping tally of all the many times that you done said how this person that hurt you and made you do this and made you feel this way or that way. Okay? That's one. So therefore, Puppy, that's what Puppy made the mistake. She felt as though she could trust Amber enough to tell her all this stuff and not to go behind her back and do other shit that she been doing. But at the same time, it's like, what did you expect? Because I didn't understand whether or not Puppy was genuinely mad at Amber for doing what she did, or if she was really just trying to put on a front in front of Eric, because at the same time, this is what y'all been talking about since forever. You feel as though that Eric is still fucking around with his ex-wife. You don't feel like you the main woman. You don't feel like you're number one. You feel like, that's the reason why he has not filed for divorce yet, because he still wants that lady. And now Amber took it upon herself last week, because she's friends with somebody that's friends with Heather or whatever, the ex-wife, or she was friends with her on Facebook, and, she's reaching out to her, trying to call her and all this stuff to get some lowdown on Eric. Now, see, this is where Amber messed up at. Just like when Amber said, let's go ahead and let's follow him, that ain't your business. If Puppy said, I don't want to do that shit, that ain't your business. Puppy didn't tell you at this particular time to go ahead and reach out to the ex-wife. You did that on your own accord. For what reason? I know you're trying to look after your girl, but you causing more trouble. And I feel like you're doing it on purpose at this point. I feel like you really want to break this bitch up with him. And at this point, the shit that's given between Puppy and Amber is Amber really is in love with Puppy, and she just don't want to admit it. She's in love with Puppy just as much as Puppy is in love with her, and she just don't want to admit it. That's why you're doing all this shit. Fuck that friend shit. I get it, but come on, you're doing too much. That Puppy didn't tell you to do that to that lady, okay? Knowing how shit be like, you putting her in fucking danger at this point, because we don't know how Eric gonna respond. We don't know what Eric gonna do, and I feel like that's why Puppy was acting the way that she was acting, because she wanted to make it seem like to Eric that she really wasn't here for the shit, when in reality she probably was here for Amber hitting up the wife to get some answers. Because, ain't no telling what's gonna happen when she get home if she would have acted like, yeah, so what's up? What's up, Eric? And I was just like, this is weird. So they having a little get together, and everybody's coming over. You got TC and his sons coming over. Are they twins? Okay. And Amber and TC's sons, they having a good time. They taking to her and everything. She's real nice or whatever. We get some other people come over. Queen come over. Baby Queen is me. What's this? Oh, so you cook? Oh, all right. Okay. When all this shit went down, Queen was outside with that goddamn sweater tied against her. She said, I knew I shouldn't have came over here. It's my brother's birthday. And I chose to come over here. I could have went to my mama's house like I planned on doing in the first place. But no, I had to come over here and got in some bullshit. Nah, I'm just not here for this bullshit. I said, I know that's right, girl. You should have went with your first mind. You should have went with your first mind, okay? But at the same time, you know, Eric comes over with Puppy. And, you know, everybody was cool. We had other people there as well. Everybody is getting along. They cooking the food outside. And then all of a sudden, I believe it was Eric or Puppy getting messages saying, I think it was Heather, his ex-wife was texting him talking about, you know, Amber was trying to reach out to people, trying to reach out to her, trying to talk to her, whatever, asking about the divorce and all this stuff and woo, woo, woo. And so at this point, Puppy gets upset, like, what the fuck are you doing and all this stuff. So Amber and Puppy gets into it because Puppy thing is, why are you doing this? Because I didn't tell you this, okay? Why are you bothering that lady? Amber thing is, because I don't trust that motherfucker, okay? You are always telling me what he's been doing to you and I don't like him. I don't like all of this shit, woo, 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 blah, 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 you know. All the same old song, okay? And so at this point, they going back and forth till it gets almost physical. But it did kind of get physical because they was all up in each other's face, right? And Queen trying to break it up. Everybody trying to get them to back the fuck apart. And next thing you know, Amber kind of put her head on Puppy. I said, oh, we finna choke bitches out. I said, Puppy, that girl. I said, Amber, that girl pregnant. Calm down. Puppy was at home like, oh my God, I can't really believe that she would put her hands on me like, girl, I'm pregnant. Don't you know that? Like, I don't know where we go. I said, Puppy just looks sad. Maybe that's why they call her Puppy, because she got them puppy dog eyes and just always fucking sad. And like Amber said, you are in a situation that you are not happy in, okay? You are not happy in. And she laid it all out, but of course, Puppy ain't gonna say, you're right, you're right. She not gonna do that because she's scared of that man. So they broke that shit up and, you know, of course, he goes over there. They at Puppy and Amber's place. I mean, Puppy and Eric's place. And, you know, he was like, basically, Amber ain't no factor in my relationship, and she never has been. And you know, fuck her. It is what it is. I hope whatever it is between Amber and Puppy is broken up and is done with. Okay, I hope she see that it's always been her trying to break us up. And he even told her that, you know, she just showed that she the bad guy, always trying to make it seem like I'm the bad guy. And Puppy said, I mean, no, you are the bad guy. Okay, you are the bad guy. He was like, look. He showed her, it looked like a thing that you put on a doorknob. And he was like, look, he said, if the divorce has been filed, okay? As if that was good news. As if he's the one that filed it. The whole time, Puppy has been asking, when are you going to file for divorce? How come you haven't filed for divorce? What is the holdup for you filing for divorce? And come to find out, he didn't file for divorce. The ex-wife filed for divorce, or the soon-to-be ex-wife is the one that filed for divorce. I said, sir, yeah, you looking like you've been doing some shit, and you probably was going over there to the ex-wife house trying to plead with her to take you back or whatever. That's probably what you was doing, dropping off some dick, and she said, that's cute or whatever, but no. After this whole thing, that was the last straw. I can't take it no more. Moving on from that, TC, came over there to talk to Amber and said, listen, bitch, at the end of the day, all that yelling and shit, I don't do that. That happened in my whole relationship with my ex-wife or whatever for the past 13 years of my boy's life. They saw all of that screaming and heard all of that yelling and shit, and I refused to do that again. I said, oh, I think I like TC. TC ain't here for the drama. I said, come on. He said, listen, so when I'm done, listen, at the end of the day, we done with Amber and Puppy. I mean, we done with Puppy and Eric. I don't want to hear nothing else. Whatever happens between them, happen fucking between them. I said, thank God. Thank God. Girl, you almost lost your man meddling other people's business, okay? Anyway, moving on from that. Deonte, Lindsay fucking around on you. I don't know why I said that shit like that, but bitch, that's just what it looked like. At the end, girl, Lindsay is over there going to work with Blaine. So I guess they, you know, getting some storefront together, putting some plywood and some drywall up and all that stuff. And, you know, she's happy that she's actually working and, you know, with a real paycheck. She said she getting paid $10 a goddamn hour. I said, what? Now, I know y'all up in Mississippi, but fuck. That's what? $10 an hour, how can you live off of that? I said, now, Blaine, you literally just got her there for cheap ass labor. Ain't that some shit? And because you wanna fuck, all right? Deonte keep calling and calling and calling, and then she finally answers the phone, and he lets her know that he's like 30 minutes away or whatever, and she was like, okay, cool, told him to meet her where they at. All right, fine. So at this point, Blaine takes it upon himself to want to confess his love and his feelings for her, and she just sitting there like, he was like, so I know you be like, trying to figure out what's going on between us, and I've always had these feelings and whatever, and I just never had the chance to actually tell you exactly how I feel. And I know you're with Deonte, and I don't want to be a homewrecker or whatever, but my feelings for you have always been a little bit deeper and a little bit more than what I put on, and it is what it is. But like I said, I don't want to be a homewrecker. I said, yes, you do, and I said, go ahead and wreck that home because you already just did. You've been wrecking that home since you came into the picture, baby. Okay? And I'm sitting here like, I know they're not about to kiss. Girl, Deonte walk up on the storefront, him and them cat eyes. And I said, oh no, the producers told him to walk up at the right time. Y'all ain't shit. So I'm thinking that Blaine done kissed her on the mouth, because the way Lindsay was looking, she was looking like, I'm all the way here for the shit. After she telling him how much she stressed and all this shit and all that. I said, ooh, all right, what y'all about to do? No, he hugged her, kissed her all up on the forehead and everything. It was very much intimate though. If I would have saw that shit and I already had a feeling that something was going on, I would have felt some type of way with that, as Deonte was, okay? So when he saw all that, and they come outside, because he called her to let him know, let her know that he's outside and all that shit. She got dressed, and, she go out there, and he like, so what's up? Her whole thing is, this is not working for her because he's smothering her. And his thing is, well, when you was in jail, you used to call me like 5, 6, 7 times or whatever. You used to call me every day, use up all your minutes, and even use up your friends' minutes to call me because you ain't had no more minutes. I said, y'all, she was in jail. She ain't had nothing else to do. She ain't had nothing else to do. She had nothing but time. Now she's out in the free world. She got a kid to work on getting back into the good graces with. She got to work as well. She got probation shit. She got warrants out for her. Baby, you can't just be calling and expecting her to pick up at every fucking drop of the dime. Like, she can't, but I understand what he's talking about. That, going days without talking and all that shit. If you really want to be with a person, regardless of what you trying and got going on, you would make time for it, regardless, okay? I believe that wholeheartedly. And what made me mad is because I was agreeing with a lot of things that Deonte was saying, but it was coming from him, and it's like, you can't want all this stuff from somebody who has a proven track record to not do this, all right? You asking more of a person that's not ready to give you that and who is really not in this relationship for you, okay? You need to get an actual woman who is right there with you and you can actually just drive down the block to go see instead of driving hours to go see every other month or so or whatever, because it's just not going to happen like that. When she brought up that shit about him having the third time with the inmate, he was so mad. He was so mad. Oh, so why you have to bring that up? His whole thing is communication. Communication. He wants his woman to be obsessed with him and all that shit. And that's cute, but it ain't. Okay? It's I get what you're trying to say, but you can't do that. You can't be doing that like people don't have lives, okay? Yeah, we could text throughout the day, but that calling and all that shit, like, damn, I gotta work too. But I understand what he's talking about with communication because, like I said in another video, I've been in that situation where if we're in a long distance relationship, basically the only thing that we have is communication. I can't physically get up and go see you anytime I want to, as many times as I want to, because you're not in my proximity, okay? I can't just roll down the block and go go to your house and knock on the door. I got to get on a plane. I got to go do this. I got to drive hours and all this stuff. No, when we in a long distance relationship, you would think the communication would be up to par. But, it don't all the time. And you get shit like this. And that's what he's complaining about. I've been in a relationship and been in a situation where that has been a factor for me because if you don't know, I am the type of person where, I will give you as much as you give me. And like he said, I just want what I'm giving out to be reciprocated. And everybody that's in a relationship wants the same thing. We all want the same thing. But you have to know your person and know if they are that clingy type of person, or, you know, they'll get you back here and there, but it don't really mean that they not fucking with you or whatever. It's just how they communicate or whatever. And sometimes you will bring up an issue to your mate or whatever, and you can't keep on saying, well, that's how I am. That's how I am. Because that's what I was told before. And I'm like, well, obviously I'm telling you that's not working, so therefore this ain't gonna work. You know what I'm saying? And again, if you're in a long distance relationship, your communication do gotta be up to par. But at the same time, I was like, Deonte, you've been through this shit before, so are we supposed to feel sorry for you? I don't think we do. We don't, because we seen this shit before, and it's like, this is the shit that you getting yourself into. Like, sir, like, let that bitch go. And then he giving her letters and all that stuff about how they used to communicate all the time. And then she just basically said, you know what? This ain't working for me. This ain't working for me. So he get pissed off. She rolls away. He throws the letters. He knocking over people. I said, bitch, Deonte, you was in a white town. Calm the fuck down, okay? You can't be destroying people's property like that, kicking chairs and shit, and no. And then you gonna punch your own window. He was like, damn, the third time. I said the third time the charm, Didn't your mama say that shit? Yeah, listen to your damn mama and listen to your goddamn friend, okay? I said, Lindsay playing your ass. All it took was for Blaine to say, you know what? I really had like more feelings about you than I cared to admit, and I was scared to admit, but I'm admitting now, but I don't want to be no homewrecker. And she was like, oh shit, I'm already staying up in the house with him. He can provide some dick and some comfort. I don't know. Do I really want Deonte? I mean, he cool or whatever, but he a little naggy. He a little goddamn, he doing too goddamn much. I just can't take it. But then there's Blaine. He gives me the space that I need and all that shit. Ding, 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 ding. I'll go with Blaine. That's what I felt like the conversation went down in her head. Anyway, Deonte, you brought this shit up on your own self, okay? You brought it on your own self. We don't feel bad for you. Ooh. Oh, because it ain't off. We don't feel bad for you. So therefore, now how you supposed to turn this off? Oh, there you go. We don't feel bad for you, and it is what it is. But y'all, that is Love After Lockup, Life After Lockup. Somebody tell me how many more episodes we got. Y'all see, I had to take another location just to... Y'all tell me how y'all feel, and I will see you guys later. Please enjoy your weekend.